Today I will teach you 3 stunning footwork steps that will enhance your shuffling, or if you want to incorporate them into other styles, you can do that as well. The first one is a slow motion swing that we will do with both our feet aligned, just like this. This step is one that many of you have been asking for in one of my YouTube and Instagram videos, so here it is. The key to this move is the balance, so align your weight in the standing foot, the one you will be pivoting on, and first we'll practice the motion only on the standing foot. So we go and come back. We go and come back. So that is the first step. I usually recommend to do the first swing to the outside because the way we incorporate the other foot is by slightly pushing. Then when we get to the other side, we slow down and then we come back. So to put both of them together, we do a slight push and then come back. Slide push, back. Slide push, back. This move is not the easiest, so you gotta have a little patience and give yourself some time to practice and process. Anyways, I'm here to help you get there faster. Now let's make sure when we join our feet, the one pushing, which in my case is my right foot, stays on front of the other, making a straight line. If you find this part hard, try to make a bit of pressure with your heel on your toe so they stick together. Make some pressure and they stay aligned. Also make sure you've got the right kicks for dancing. It can be pretty tough on your heel if you're practicing for a while and you don't have cushioned soles. Once we got this, we get ready, put our heel in the middle, aligned with our weight, push and come back. Let's do it again, push, come back. One more time, swing, come back. When I throw it in my dancing, I like it to last a full count. So let's say I started in a 3, when I push is the 3 and it goes 3 and 4 and it finishes on the 4. So imagine I'm dancing and I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the way I incorporate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can decide if you want to start your feet swing coming from the intermediate position, just like this, or if instead of this intermediate position, you want to find another intermediate position on the floor. So you would be adding another tap on the floor. Instead of going up, you would do another tap and then come here and swing. Both are valid options, so it's up to you whether you want to come from your intermediate position in the air or if you want to come from another feet position on the floor. And after finishing my move, there's several options I can choose to continue. I can do my feet swing and land in the 4 when I finish it, and from here I go to another step. This would be the most basic option, and if you don't find comfortable to try the ones I'm gonna explain right now, you can start with this one and then continue shuffling. The next 2 options are gonna extend a little bit the effect of this slow motion swing. So the first one is when I finish my swing, I stay up here, okay? So I'm right here, and from here I get up and I go to another step, or I can finish in this position and switch to the other one, and then from here I go to another step. I'm doing the running man, but you can go to a T-step, Charleston, you can go to other footwork, that's completely up to you. I will show specific examples for both in just a second. For the second option, what I will do is go 3, 4, 5, yeah? So you saw that I didn't get up or land. What I want to do is I want to stay on both feet aligned on my back heel. So I extend the slow motion, and when I get to the 4, I slightly start turning, wanting to go to the 5, and when the 5 is gonna hit, I stomp. So therefore, I am extending this slow motion. Now let me show you both options with some steps before and after, so you can see how it looks like blended together. This is the first one where we go knee up and continue. And in the second one, we stay where we are and hit the 5. Keep in mind that when you try this move at a normal shuffle BPM, it'll actually be easier, because now if we practice it with no BPM and very slow, it's very hard to maintain your whole weight on one foot all the time. So when we throw this at a normal BPM, you'll find out that it's actually easier. With this and a little bit of practice, you'll start to get around the feet swing. And if you want to learn some more advanced ways to incorporate this footwork, just like this, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments. On to the second one, the L footwork spin. This second footwork will consist in a spin that will be triggered by one of your feet. One foot will be your anchor point where you will spin, and the other one will be pushing a side of your heel. Depending on which one, you will spin towards one side or to the other side. If I push my right side of the heel, I will turn to the left, and if I push the left side of my heel, I will turn to the right. A pro tip for this move is to slightly start moving your pivoting foot to the direction you'll be spinning, and do this right before the other foot pushes so you'll get more momentum and it'll smooth it out. For this exercise today, I'm using the Fuego dance sneakers. They reached out to me and sent me the JDX Fuego low tops to try them out. So let's see how they do for this second footwork. Before getting to the 90-degree L shape that you've seen in the demonstration before, I recommend that you get used to this motion, but by only pushing your foot, no matter if you have the L position or not. Just make sure both your feet stick together, and I recommend starting out like this so we get used to this motion first. To practice, we can just push on the inside, we move, go, now push on the outside, push on the inside again, push on the outside. Let's change the foot. If you find it more comfortable with your right, you do it like this, pushing in, pushing, we push on the inside, we push on the outside, and this way we get used to this motion. Make sure both your feet stick together. Nice. One thing you might be struggling with when spinning is that the surface you're dancing on is a rough concrete floor, or maybe it's a bit sticky, or perhaps it's your shoes that don't slip at all. In this situation, the Fuego dance sneakers are a great option for your dance practice since their balance of slip and grip is really good on different surfaces, and they are particularly effective if you want to practice spins like this one. For other steps where I need a little more grip, they slip more than I would like, but when it comes to doing spins, they rock. Now try doing the spin pushing your pivoting foot a bit more to extend your spin, and have in mind where your body physically is to know which one is more comfortable for you to start. For example, if your feet are open just like this, the easy way is to bring your other foot in to start pushing outside. All right? So if your feet are like this is the way to go. And if your feet are crossed, the easy one is come to the outside. So if we are crossed, the back foot comes in the outside part, and if the other one is crossed, we come and spin. So have in mind the position you're at when you're dancing, so this will help you decide which one is more natural, if pushing out or pushing in. Always be aware of where you're at and where you're going. Remember, feet open, natural to push out for both sides. If your feet are crossed, natural to push in, natural to push in. Once you start getting used to the momentum you're creating when doing these pushes, you can start trying to put your feet in the L position, whether it's on the inside or the outside. Keep in mind that the harder we push, the faster we'll spin. So start with the speed you can manage, and you'll be able to increase it with practice. These sneakers even have these dual pivot points on the bottom of the soles designed to enhance your spin ability, making them especially handy for this specific exercise. If you want to get your pair of Fuego dance sneakers, head to the first link in the description. You can use the code MARVIC at checkout to get 10% off. And now Fuego has a new warehouse in Europe, so if you live here like I do, they ship faster and cheaper. And now, on to the last footwork. The scissors toe taps. For this final footwork, we will use the scissors motion as the base, and we'll incorporate the toe taps, adding more dynamism to it. I will explain two types of toe taps, and both can be done in the inside and in the outside position. For the first toe tap, what I will do is from this outside position of the scissors, I will turn and tap my toe. I'll try to have my toe as vertical as possible to have the step clean, and also make sure you keep your weight aligned with your standing foot. And as you can see, both my feet were looking to my right. Yeah, if I'm looking to the front, I'm like kind of oriented a little bit to the diagonal. And when they turn and they do this toe tap, both pivot, and now both are looking in. They are looking to the left. They were looking to the right, they to the left, and then we come back. Once we've done this, you can decide if you want to go back to the scissors motion, or if you want to do 2 or even 3 taps and then go back to the scissors, okay? Now here I'm pivoting on the same spot, but remember the scissors, we're doing the little hops. We do the toe taps. And now we will do the same, but on the inside position. So we want to do a toe tap, but instead of going out here, I will come in here. Yeah, so this is my toe tap, and I come back. So I do 1, 2, 1, 2. Both feet pivot. Remember, your weight is always on your standing foot. and try to have this one as vertical as you can. All right, so come here, 1, 2, you can come back to the scissors. You can repeat, do several. And just like this, we have the same toe tap done on both outside and inside. And we can chain them like this. And the second type of toe tap is a crossed toe tap. So what we'll do is when we're here on the outside position, the front foot I will bring it in and the back foot I will push it in. So when I do both at the same time, I cross and they look like this, and then I come back. So it's like 1, 2, 1, 2. And now I can go back to the normal scissors, add this one, come back, I can do 2. If you do repetitions or keep going to other steps, that is totally up to you. And now we'll do the same, but on the inside position. Remember your weight always aligned on the standing foot. Come from here the same, I cross, open. This one is a little bit easier because it's like the same movement, only that you're oriented in the inside. I can come back to the scissors, do it on the other side, come inside, do some repetitions here. Now I open, do some repetitions here too. And we can do this in a loop just like we did with the last one, and it would look like this. I've been showing all the toe taps only with my right foot, but keep in mind that you have to practice also with your left foot. If not, you'll get a bad habit of doing everything with your right, and all your dance will always rely on your right foot and your left will never be doing anything. Let me show you an example of both toe taps blended together into the scissors and also alternating both legs. This is a pattern I've put together alternating both footworks. And this is a freestyle example with the same footworks, but as you see here, I'm improvising the way I alternate them. One of the easiest ways to incorporate these footworks into your shuffling is come from a diagonal running man. When you do that, you finish on the heel and you are already in the scissors position. So from here, you can go to the normal scissors motion, and then you can go to your footworks. Or you can also go straight to the footworks coming from the diagonal running man. Keep in mind that we are literally hitting the floor, so make sure you have some shoes that give you some protection and take those impacts. If you have no references, the Fuego shoes are really comfy and will give you this protection. So if you want to get ones, link it in the description. Leave your questions down below, and if you want to learn more shuffling, you have tutorials playlists linked in the description too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in this video right here. Stay shuffling.